This week on C Plus News Time, Archie's getting a musical courtesy of Funnier Adam McKay. Dan Harmon, Jim Norton, and Sara Schaefer are all getting pilot presentation talk shows at IFC, and Community is done forever and ever. This doesn't look like my regular set. What's going on here? What's happening? Who knows? Find out this week on C Plus News Time.
It's C Plus News Time with your host, Chad White.
Welcome back to C Plus News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the comedy news you didn't know about for the week of August 3rd, 2015. Little known fact behind the scenes this week, I almost did not make this because I got super lazy as soon as I came home, but now we're doing it. As you can see, it's not the best of videos or the best of sets. It's actually my room. Who cares? I'm here. I'm doing this for you, one person that's going to see this, which is probably going to be me when I edit it. But we'll move on to the first story, in which Archie and the gang are getting their own Broadway musical courtesy of Funnier and Adam McKay. Yes, the two are teaming up together to make one rock-a-lickin' good musical. Adam McKay is set to write the musical with a songwriting partner or team for Archie and Jughead and Betty, Veronica, Meat Boy. That's a video game character, but all those other people that are beloved in the Riverdale area. Adam McKay is the writing director of Anchorman, or anything else with Will Ferrell. But now he's coming back to the stage, as he previously was on stage, with Will Ferrell's George W. Bush monologue, "You're Welcome, America." And now he's coming back to write this whole Broadway musical thing. Archie Comics CEO John Goldwater and Chief Creative Officer Roberto Aguirre Sancasa, who's got experience bringing comics to the Broadway after the greatest comic book adaptation of all time, Spider-Man, Turn Off the Dark, and latter phases of the show's long development, will oversee the project for Archie Comics. Funnier the multi-platform comedy producer co-founded by McKay, will serve as the presenting partner. There's still not much known about the project because it's still in its early phases of development, so we don't know what's going to happen to the gang from Riverdale, but we can kind of get a clue for what it is, because McKay, releasing a statement, said that it's going to be bright, colorful, and slightly demented. Now, Archie and his friends are getting reboots all over the place. There's new stuff in the works all the time. Right now, there's a comic book series called Afterlife with Archie, in which Archie and the gang are, friends are getting killed and stuff, and it's turning into a zombie apocalypse. It's kind of like The Walking Dead with Archie characters. That's essentially what it is. And also, Archie has met Predator. So there's that, two of the biggest franchises in the world coming together, and now they're gonna be working together like that. Next up, IFC is getting its pilot presentations ready that are all going to be talk show-esque, featuring Dan Harmon, Jim Norton, and Sara Schaefer from Nikki and Sara Live, of course. These three are some of the best people in the biz right now. That's an industry term. You're welcome. And, of course, they're going to get their own pilot presentations. Here's how they read. Great Minds is a comedic panel show hosted by Dan Harmon that tackles trending topics with a twist. Each episode features a revolving cast of comedians and character as history's quote-unquote greatest minds. The pilot guest panel features Benjamin Franklin, Rory Albanese from The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, Albert Einstein, Robert Schmeigel from SNL, and Eleanor Roosevelt, Bonnie McFarlane, Women Aren't Funny, and Frederick Douglass, Seton Smith from Mulaney. IFC is also shooting a pilot with Jim Norton. It's going to be a late-night talk show-esque type show. It's going to be him in his signature acerbic style. Norton will share lively banter and unfiltered viewpoints with today's top entertainers from comedy, TV, movies, music, film, and all that other good pop culture stuff. And finally, created and helmed by Sara Schaefer, 1,320 Seconds is a satirical news magazine show. Something more can you'd probably find on E, but now it's on IFC. Will feature an ensemble of female correspondents, plus one man to make everyone feel okay about this dangerous concept, who investigate and comment on cultural zeitgeist. That's all the news I have for you on C Plus News Time. Why don't you subscribe or watch one of our videos? Or why don't you do both, because you love me and I love you? You know what? Just to get to know each other a little bit better, why don't you follow us on Twitter @C Plus Comedy. Follow me on Twitter @ChadBlackWhite. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe Tumble with us on Tumblr. Do all the good, fun stuff that I know that you want to do because you have a crush on me. It's cool. I think you're cute too, kid. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye. And I know in that hotline bling. Alright, well, whatever. You used to call me on my cell phone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Oh my god. Alright, I bet that sounds really good. You used to call me on my cell phone. You used to call me on my cell phone. Okay, I'm done.